Whoop. Whoop.
Whoop. Whoop.
Whoop. Hey y'all.
Welcome.
How do people do this? They're always like, hey,
They're always so peppy.
hey guys, welcome to our Non-Saying podcast. This is our pilot episode. Pilot episode.
Sorry.
This is our pilot episode. I'm Mako, your podcaster, or how do you say, your host from
Your host.
Amsterdam.
And I'm Layla, your co-host from LA. You can't see out my window, but I'm in LA. We're in 2 different time zones.
We really do be. Literally day and night.
Exactly.
So how should we
Start
do this? Yeah.
I think first though I put it in a note that we should do our disclaimer that Mako and I are not licensed professionals. We are not therapists. We may sound like it sometimes.
Absolutely not. We're faking it.
We're faking it till we make it.
Yes.
We're trying to make this work.
So what she said, disclaimer, we are not therapists, though I'd love to be a therapist. I just don't have the mental capacity to do so.
I don't want to be a therapist. Contrary to popular belief. It's a lot of emotional, and I'm emotional about myself enough. But
So true.
these are just our opinions, our point of view kind of thing, trying to figure out life just like everyone else. So
Seriously, we were just actually talking about some issues.
We
Life
need some
issues.
tissues because of issues.
For our issues. So yeah, we'll see how we get through it. But to start off the podcast, how you be? How was your trip to San Diego?
To San Diego.
San Diego.
San Diego, it's there for the weekend.
What was it again? You know what I remember about San Diego? Whenever we went to SeaWorld, Tito Boy was like, Kindi. That's all I remember. I don't know why.
Kindi.
Like, you
And
want
the sauce.
Kindi?
And this was,
Miko, you want Kindi?
that's so funny.
That's all I remember.
Has it improved at all? I mean, I think Tito Boy will always be Tito Boy.
Yeah.
With his
Kindi.
accent. Kindi.
Did you go to SeaWorld? No.
No. What the
What'd you
Okay.
I don't know.
Ever since that whole documentary came out about SeaWorld, she ain't it. Animals in captivity.
That's facts. I feel the same way about zoos in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Gone is that. Well, because I feel like back then that was really the only form of entertainment people had.
Yeah.
There were no phones back then. Where did my voice go? Now?
Where am I?
Who am I?
Where am I?
But
No,
think
I
it
get
works
it.
back then,
Yeah.
right?
I think also for education, it's really good because, how else are we supposed to learn about wild animals like that? Like, there's literally no other contact.
That's true.
But it's just the whole captivity and the whole
Thing.
system. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just very
Iffy. Very gray area.
unethical.
Because, and then they're like, oh, well, we can't release these animals in the wild anymore because they've grown up like this. Well, why do you think?
Yeah, it's like,
Hello?
duh.
Ma'am? Duh. But, no, we didn't go. We did not go to SeaWorld.
What'd you do?
We didn't even go to Legoland. No, I'm just kidding.
I've never been.
I think
To
we should
Legoland.
go. Low
We
key.
should go. We should go.
Yeah. So we drove in Friday night after work. Why would I do that? I don't know why. But we ended up going to 2 different bookstores, which have been blowing up on TikTok lately. One is called Verbatim Books, and the other is the Meet Cute Romance Bookshop. They're both really nice. I love books. I like reading.
Are
But
they
the
to
thing
like encourage meet cutes at the bookstore?
romance? No, it's just more filled of that's all they sell is like romance.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they have different kinds of like types of romance, whatever you would think you can get there, I believe. But goddamn, it was raining. Like,
Oh yeah.
I for some reason forgot all of my rain stuff, so unprepared, and my shoes were wet. Well, they're dry now, but the entire weekend, and so thank God I also got new shoes in the weekend. But oof, it reminded me a lot of like going to school in the Philippines and having to walk through the rain. It was bad.
I was gonna say, like, are you even used to rain over there? Because it's always so sunny on that side of the world.
Not really. I mean, this past 2 weeks with all this rain has been really interesting. Very
Yeah, I
interesting.
can imagine. It rains a lot here, if not
like the
every
rain.
day. It feels, not every day, or like not every other day. It's too much sometimes.
Too much.
Yeah, because we don't even get sun that much.
Does that mean you have to take your vitamin D3, like, or else you're gonna be depressed more?
A lot of people have seasonal depression
Mhm.
and, well, just vitamin D deficiency in general. That I guess it leads to depression and insomnia.
Mhm.
It's like a very normal thing here.
Here.
Yeah.
You should get those little sun lamps.
I know. I should get those.
Yeah. Brighten up your day.
I think I'm just kind of used to it, but also getting through it by complaining about it every day.
Why is it raining again, damn it?
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's so gloomy.
And then your mood
Ugh.
becomes gloomy. But then, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that lamp will help.
Honestly, I need to get it.
How was your
Especially-
weekend?
What did I do this weekend?
What is that face? Damn.
I just
Oh.
remember that my weekend was kind of sad.
Oh, I was like, was there
Like,
stuff
oh,
that you can't share on the podcast? Like,
I could share an extent of it. Well, I went to a funeral, and you know how I am with death. Like, I am very uncomfortable with death.
oh no,
The year is not starting off great for people. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Oh my god! Oh
I know.
no!
And then on Sunday, I had catch up with some friends since I just came back from my trip to Tokyo. Oh my god, that in and of itself was a dream. My goodness.
Yo, your trip to Tokyo.
Yeah,
Your
I
Christmas
miss
break.
it so much. Yeah, for those of y'all listening who don't know, I'm originally from Tokyo, and yeah, I only get to go back like 2 times a year if I'm lucky. Once a year is average. So the last Christmas was my first time in 2 years because of COVID, and holy shit, I was only able to go for 2 weeks, but every single day was like a dream. I
Jam-packed.
missed the food. Yeah, jam-packed. Literally drinking every single fucking night with friends and high school friends. It literally felt like I was back in high school. You know, like the nice days of high school, not the depressing ass days of high school. So that was lots of fun. And watching people grow up, you know, like catching up with each other's lives and all that. So that was really cute and lots of fun. But yeah, so I came back, caught up with some friends, gave out some souvenir pasalubongs here and there.
We're also Filipino for our. If you didn't
yes.
catch the San Diego in the beginning,
San Diego Kindi.
Kindi,
Yeah. And our Tito Boy.
and we love our Tito Boy. Shout out, just kidding, not those two.
Also, the most common name.
Yeah.
So there could be like millions of Tito Boys out there, but shout out to y'all.
if you're
All of y'all.
listening, if I told you to listen, my coworkers, you probably have a Tito Boy.
100%.
Kuya. Same Tito Boy.
Same.
Same. Mio, same.
They're all the same. One family. Just one family. But yeah. I don't even know what we were saying.
Oh, shoot.
Weekend, I guess?
Oh, yeah, our weekend. So that was
Yeah.
nice. I'm glad you enjoyed your weekend. Catching up.
Yeah. And work's been great too. Today's been the second day of the week, so it's been, I know it's only Tuesday, but I feel like I'm almost done with the week for some reason.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Well, I'm like, tomorrow will be my second day of work.
Yeah,
I work 3 days a week.
that's nice.
It's
But then
not-
your days are intense though.
It's 12 hours.
Yeah, that's freaking
Nuts. Aside from catching up, let's introduce ourselves a little bit. Other than where we're from.
okay.
I
Let's
guess
go. Intro.
I'll just say that I'm a nurse. I won't specify what kind or where I work. I don't want to, but I am a nurse.
I am
That's
an account manager in a PR marketing firm.
Do you
In
like what
Amsterdam.
you do?
I do like what I do.
That's good.
It's very, oh yeah, I mentioned this to you, but you don't watch it. But it's very super toned down Emily in Paris. Yeah. A lot of people will say that's not a real job, but hey,
It is
I
a
get
real
paid
job.
for it. I know, but
How else are you? I feel like a lot
Right?
of people think that these jobs are not real or whatever, but you're consuming meat. Like, the world is different now. It's not just 4 jobs
Yeah.
for everyone. It's not how it works anymore. A lot of, like, I feel like a lot of quote unquote background jobs are coming more into light because they deserve a shout out too, you know?
exactly. And our job is to basically get your name out, you know, as a company, brand, firm, organization, whatever, you know? So how are people supposed to know you without us,
Exactly.
essentially? But yes, so that's what I do. I'm an account manager. And we are cousins.
2 cousins, 2
Act-
countries. No, we're not gonna.
We're not gonna make a deal out of this.
Yeah.
But we're actually second cousins. This is
Yeah.
the most Filipino thing I'll ever say. We're not even first cousins, we're second
We're
cousins.
second cousins.
Yes.
We can dive into that, like, birth order and cousins order,
Birth.
like birth order,
Birth.
cousins order, like, later, and how these
Is that-
work, 'cause it's a whole different thing.
It's a whole nother episode. So
family.
we're gonna have to
trees.
make like visuals, yeah.
family
So,
trees.
yes.
But so I feel like a lot of people don't know that they're second cousins or like how that whole thing works. So we
No.
can break it down.
I don't think a lot of people know they're second cousins even. Except for
Just some of them.
Filipinos.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't really know, but I can say for Filipinos, we even know our third cousins.
Yeah, like and how we're related and how they
Yeah.
like why they're called second cousins. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know why we're so focused on that as like in our culture, but sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun though. I do like that very familial aspect in our culture. I really appreciate that I was like raised as a family oriented person, or else I feel
Me
like
too.
it's a little not sad but quiet, and I really enjoy loud essences. If you know what I
Loud.
mean.
Our families are loud,
Yeah.
and we're loud.
Not even as an essence, it's just loud.
We're just loud.
It's just loud.
Okay. Shall
So-
we deep dive into our first
The topic that we want to deep dive, as you say, is New Year's resolutions, because it is the first month of the year, and a lot of people around me have been talking about what they have planned for the year and what their goals are for the year. So do you have a New Year's resolution?
I I don't know. I feel like if I call it a New Year's resolution, it's going to not work out.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm like scared of jinxing myself. So I don't have any New Year's resolutions. I have this year's goals.
Right.
So I feel like,
what are they?
So this year's goals, well, I kind of really want to get healthier, like lose some weight. We also have our first like big fitness thing of the year is we enrolled in a 5K
Damn, girl.
thing. And I want everyone to know I can barely run a mile. But I'm working on it. But yeah, that's like my biggest goal this year is to just get healthier and like myself more and be more confident.
Cute. And I was wondering, because you mentioned that, yeah, you feel like it might not happen if you called it a New Year's resolution. What makes you think that?
I never did well with New Year's resolutions. I feel like they just never work out for me. I'm like, dream big, and I do it for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, I don't want to anymore, you know? So
yeah.
I've coined it as a goal. It works in my brain. It may not work for other people. I don't know. How about you?
Honestly, I feel the same way. I think there's just a lot of pressure in calling it a New Year's resolution. I don't know. Like, on one hand, it's a nice way to start the year, right? It's like people are so motivated. Everyone wants to be better, you know, just improve on their lives, which I think is not a bad thing at all. I think everyone can be a better version of themselves as long as it's executed in a very healthy way, of course. But I think there's like a stigma against the whole New Year's resolution thing. I feel like, so I'm the type of person who doesn't really like to share my goals because as bad as it sounds, and trust issues, you know, kind of plays into it, but as bad as it sounds, I feel like people
will
undermine and want to like pull me down. You know, they just kind of like laugh it off and be like, okay, yeah, cute, like that's not gonna, but in their mind they're thinking like that's not gonna happen. It's not that that's gonna stop me from getting to my goal, but I feel like if I don't say it, people don't have any expectations from me. So let's say like 1 month I'm not doing well on health, right? Like on eating consistently, whatever. If people ask me consistently, oh, so how's your, you know, like health goal doing? I feel pressured into constantly giving positive results rather than,
just being
the latter,
real.
of course. Yeah. So I think that's why for me, I totally get what you were saying, as in New Year's resolution as like a title is so much pressure.
It is, I feel.
You know? Yeah. And also sticking to one thing or like having a goal for the whole year sounds so hefty. I don't know.
Like
It
overwhelming, right? Almost.
It is really overwhelming. Like, how am I supposed to know what I want?
Which is why we're here. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, literally. Like, how do I do it? I don't know.
But yeah.
But I do think it's nice to have goals in general in life. Another thing I don't really like about New Year's resolutions though, is that I feel like I tend to wait for January to hit.
Yeah.
You know?
You kind of pigeonhole yourself. You're like, I'm gonna just start next year.
I'll start in like 3 months. You know what I mean? Like in November, if I think about it in October or something, I'm like, I'm literally only 2 months down the line, or like 3 months down the line.
Yeah.
I might as well just wait till January or something like
kind
that.
of make it as an excuse almost.
Yeah. So I kind of stopped giving myself New Year's resolutions or like hardcore ones and just told myself, well, just start now. Like what difference does it make?
Yeah.
You know?
And as long as you're consistently improving and working on it.
Yeah. And then I generalize my New Year's resolution like, I don't know, I want to be kinder or something like that.
Sorry, my face.
She's like, I don't think she's gonna be able to do that.
See, this is your fear, right? I just
Yeah.
made a face at what you said, but I didn't
Exactly.
mean it like I didn't mean it like, oh, you can be kinder. It was just more of like,
Bitch.
oh. It was like, oh, because I don't think of those. I don't think of those.
You are my fear.
I don't know. I just unlocked your
fed me.
fear. I know.
Yeah.
No, I just, or maybe because I don't think of being kinder as like a goal for myself.
Yeah.
Because I just. Oh my
Because
god,
you're
people.
already kind.
No. People are gonna be like, my coworkers are gonna be like, that sound. Layla? Kind? Yeah, right. No, but I feel like in general, I just try to be a nice person because I don't like how it feels when people are mean. I feel personally attacked. Like, huh.
Okay, no, but I was like, being kind was an example.
Oh. It's not actually on your list.
It's not actually on my
focused
list.
on
Like,
Michael.
I was
What
like,
do you mean?
no. I gave up on being kind. Like, it's just not.
Ain't
not-
working for me.
It really ain't. They just don't go together, you know? Mako kind
I have
doesn't-
K in my name, but doesn't mean that
click,
exists.
you know? Yeah, literally. No kidding. Guys, I'm nice, I swear.
She is. Just kidding.
When I want to be?
Where's Mio in this?
I know, seriously. Mio is my sister, by the way. My younger sister.
Yeah.
For those who do not know Mio.
She's in here. No, she's actually editing us right now. Hi,
She's
Mio.
editing us.
Hi.
It's like God.
Um,
But yeah, so your New Year's resolutions are quite real.
Healthy. Dare I say. Realistic.
Very healthy. So you said, wait, say it again. So you said you wanted to love yourself, learn to love
Yeah.
yourself more, be healthy,
Lose
and
weight.
lose weight.
Because I see how I look in pictures and I'm just like, oh, who'd I be?
But I feel like you have to stack it in different order, right? Like you have to first figure out how to love yourself, because how are you supposed to be physically, mentally, spiritually healthy
All there. If you don't like yourself.
if you don't like yourself?
Oh wait, so what was your resolution? I don't think you just gave me an example. And I was like, oh, what the fuck?
I think I just don't have one.
Oh, that's okay too, girlfriend.
Like okay, again, to be very general, I think to connect it back to the issues that we were talking about regarding myself, I want to be real, if you know what I mean. I want to be true to myself.
Mhm.
I don't want to lie to myself.
You don't want to gaslight yourself.
Damn, I'm my own biggest gaslighter, huh?
I think so.
I think I just...
Unlocked. Ding.
Ding. Yeah. No, seriously. I think I need to stop kidding myself a little bit. Also giving myself a little bit of a break mentally. Because I feel like everyone's their own worst critic, right? That's a given. But yeah, I definitely just want to figure that out. Also, my motto of the year, if not like this chapter of my life, is you're only young once. You know? So
We're not going backward.
we're not going backwards.
Full steam ahead.
Or
You're not
nor
Benjamin
forward.
Buttoning
Like,
this.
I don't necessarily want to look too far ahead into the future either. I just want to live life to the fullest in the moment, because I'm the type of person who really thinks a lot or tries to be ahead, you know, or think ahead. And like basically me having to think ahead so much takes
You
me away
overlooked.
from the moment. Yeah. Yeah.
I get
So
that.
exactly. Like I overlook the moment that I am. I don't savor it, cherish it, and sometimes that really ruins it for me. So that's why I think going back to Tokyo and having this like really cutesy moment with my friends and watching them and realizing how much they've developed has made me realize like, oh my god, why am I always
Yeah, where am
thinking
I?
about something? Yeah, I feel like my head is always at somewhere else, you know, than where I actually am in the moment. So I really need to learn how to do that. Like that's my biggest, I
Thing.
guess, resolution. Yeah, New Year's resolution.
Be more present.
Exactly. Being more present, appreciating the moment too, not just being present, you know. I think, yeah. And I'm scared to lose my 20s. Like, I know that that's such a stupid, or it sounds like a stupid problem, but
No, a problem is a problem for you.
yeah.
Don't compare it to like, oh, what are these people gonna think? No, that's a real problem because you feel it. You're valid. Your feelings are valid. Your thoughts are valid. You are a person. You can feel it. It's not dumb to think I'm gonna lose my 20s. No.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I love my mom, guys. I really do. But I think it's my mom's teaching of like exactly what I said. She all my life
Think ahead.
yeah. But also yeah, she's always like cautious. She tries to be cautious all the time. And I've I guess adopted it where yeah. But at the same time she's the type of person who's like, you know, act your age, just be young. Like you're gonna get robbed if you keep trying to
Be an adult.
too
Yeah.
much. Yeah. I don't know if that's something your mom or your parents have told you.
No.
You're like, I've been my age.
No, they're more like that I grow up.
Really? That's too cute, actually.
They're like, why are you still in this phase of your life? No. They've I think that after I finished college and I moved back here. For our listeners, I did my last year of high school and 4 years of college in the Philippines. I went to nursing school there, got my BSN there, and then I moved back here. And I worked a while for quite a few years in a different, not as a nurse because I wasn't able to pass my test right away. It actually took me 3 tries, which is for those listening who are going through something similar, don't be discouraged. I do believe in the universe's timing, if not God's timing. You know, I'm not very religious, but I do believe that everything happens for a reason, that the universe is trying to tell you something, you know?
Facts.
Because if I had passed right when I got back,
Yeah.
I would have been a nurse during the pandemic. You get me?
Ooh,
Because-
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I got back here 2016. I started work 2017 as I was a pharmacy technician. And within 2 years, because 2019, the pandemic hit, right? Like imagine I and my parents, for those who don't know as well, are elderly, especially my dad. And I was living at home at the time, so
Yeah, that would have been bad.
that would have been bad. Like if I'd gotten my dad sick or my parents sick, it would have been pretty tough, you know? So I
Yeah.
feel like there was a reason for that. There was a reason why I wasn't able to pass until the pandemic was a little bit less dooming, a little bit less like it was going to end everything. You know, I finally passed in 2020. Actually, my birth month in February 2020, that's when I passed.
Woo.
So I think that's why that happened. So it's just, they never really, my parents, circling back, my parents never really were like, hey, act your age, blah, blah, blah. They were more of like, when are you going to get this done? That kind
Like,
of
what do
thing.
you mean?
Like, when are you going to be a nurse? When are you going to actually do what we paid for you for your schooling. Oh my god, I know I peed right before we started this, but I have to pee again. I'm drinking too much water.
Go pee.
Hold on.
Pause.
Sorry. Pause.
Pause.
Sorry. Ah, my bladder.
Baby.
But as I was peeing.
Yeah. Let's continue this. Let's.
As I was
is this
peeing,
not? Yeah.
I was thinking about how you were saying you didn't want to be robbed of your 20s.
Yeah.
And thinking back to how I was living from like those years of working as a pharmacy technician and so on and so forth, I was thinking that I'm turning 29 next month. And I feel like I was robbed of my 20s.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's get into that.
So, because I feel like from when I started working as a pharmacy technician and up until I got my nursing license here, that entire time for me felt like a waiting period. Like I wasn't where I wanted to be. I wasn't where I needed to be. I didn't have the means to really just live my life. So I feel like I was just waiting to live, basically. So now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, I can do these things now, but I'm like always busy and tired from work, 1. 2, since I've moved out and I live with my fiance, I have bills to pay. I pay my own car stuff. And I'm not like bagging on it like, first world problems or anything, but like now that I'm here, what I thought it would be like, it's not particularly like that. I had to shift my focus. What do I really want to work on? I can't be out. I don't have the stamina nor the energy to be out partying or like go to Vegas trips and go to the club. And anyway, I don't like going to the club because I experienced it once. Well, maybe if I go with like a different set of people, but other people up in my business, I don't like it.
True, but I really like clubbing.
But
If the music is right.
Are we gonna go clubbing when we?
Yeah.
Can you even go clubbing in the winter? I feel like heavy coats, not cute.
Wait, go clubbing in Tokyo, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, honey, we got lockers. Don't worry.
Oh, train lockers, huh?
Train lockers?
Like at the station? No.
No, at the club. Girl, you guys don't have lockers in your clubs?
No.
No
That's
way.
why you go out with this tiny ass bag that literally just fits your phone, your ID, and your lip gloss.
No way.
Yeah, dude. Ain't no way.
Oh my god, what the hell? No. That's why Tokyo's nice, because they think ahead.
Nice.
Especially during the winter. It's really nice. But you be stuffing that shit. No, we're gonna go clubbing. Dude, people in Tokyo, we go clubbing, or like, I fully know even... Yeah, I'm gonna feel bad saying this, but like people in their mid-30s, not that they're old, who fully club. Go clubbing. It's like, it's fun. I don't know. It's just about the dancing.
And I feel like if I'm with the right people, because when I went...
Exactly.
They did. Ugh. But,
Oh.
But I just feel
so
like...
you feel like you've been robbed of your 20s because of how long you've been waiting to get to the point you are now?
Yeah, because I felt like I couldn't start my life until I got my nursing license, because I feel like that's what my parents were waiting for too. That's why they always expected, oh, how come you're not studying? How come you haven't taken blah, 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 blah. So, like, 5 years later, here I am, So I kind of do feel like how you are feeling, you don't want to be robbed. I feel like I was robbed, because just this past weekend we were talking about, hey, let's do a trip to Vegas, like our group of friends.
Oh my god,
Because
fun.
we're going to hit 30 next year, right? We kind of wanted to party for the last time in our 20s, like go all out. And going to the club in America with money is so nice.
It's so nice.
Yeah, because you're not like depending on...
it's expensive there.
It is. Oh my, drinks at the club that I can mix at home, $14 out the window. Goddamn, give me a
No,
shot
but
of something.
listen, I went to One Oak in West Hollywood
Mm-hmm.
in LA, and entrance fee for guys, maybe he was scammed or something, but entrance fee for guys
No.
were, I think, like $100.
Oh,
Not
damn.
even.
West Hollywood?
Yeah.
I think it's a really pricey area. But that's the thing. Like, even in Vegas, like, guys they pay to get in. Not unless you're with
Yeah.
a larger group of girls that outnumber the guys, then they'll let them in for free.
Yeah, maybe that's because it was free for us. So
Yeah,
it was
'cause you're girls.
2 girls, 1 guy, yeah.
Yeah.
But I felt so bad. And
then-
obviously, like, guys would pay for our drinks, which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think a lot of people in LA do way more than people here or even in Tokyo-ish.
Mm-hmm. Paying for
Yeah.
drinks.
Yeah. Like, people do it in Tokyo. Here, not so much. People really don't be buying you drinks.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like, I think it also depends on who you're with. Like when I went clubbing here one time, which I blacked out.
Oh.
Yeah, my guy friend bought us all a round of shots. I bought us all a round of shots. But then I blacked out because we were doing double shots of whiskey, of Jameson. Because
Goral.
I like whiskey, okay? I blame Guya.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. I get
Yeah.
it now.
That was fake punchy Guya. Guya's linked to it like flinch.
Yeah, I was like, huh?
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, what the fuck?
But going back.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like I was robbed of my 20s. Or I don't know if I was robbed or if I just didn't have that. I feel like social media portrays your 20s as like nice and shiny, but also at the same time in reality it's a lot of you just trying to figure out your life and where you want to go and what you want to do.
Yes.
And I feel like they don't touch on that as much as they should in entertainment and what everyone consumes. Because everyone just gets the whole, when you hit 21, you go buy drinks. When you hit 25, you're in relationship, whatever, so on and so forth. So it's just, but the reality of it is in your 20s, you're just trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, with the rest of your life.
Yeah, I think that's literally how I feel. Everything you were just saying. Because I'm in my mid-20s, basically. I'm 24. I'm going to turn 25 in April. That's kind of scary. But
29 next month, dude. I'm just like, God damn. I still feel like I'm in high school.
That's what I'm saying. But I feel like it's on social media. I do portray myself as like having so much fun, and I do have a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the behind the scenes moments are just me freaking the frick out. Mm-hmm. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's mostly me and my friends talking about what's our next move, what are we,
what's your goal?
What's on our plate, what do we have to decide on next? I don't even know if I'm gonna, how long am I gonna be here? What's my next location? Or am I gonna live here forever? I don't know, so that's a lot of what ifs cross my mind.
20s is a lot of what ifs, I feel.
Yeah.
Or like what ifs or what's next.
Yeah. And going back to the whole New Year's resolution thing.
Circle back.
That was a big circle.
Yeah.
But that was...
We went to different countries there, girlfriend.
Different country. But I feel like that's why I want to be 100% real with myself. Mm-hmm. Even though it's easier said than done. I want to be... like you were saying, I don't want to gaslight myself in thinking like... Maybe I do this because of this. I don't want to give myself excuses anymore. Mm-hmm. I just kind of want to face, hard facts and be like, okay, it is what it is. Take it or leave it. Yeah. And move on kind of thing.
Yeah.
So. Sorry, my cat's trying to get into his litter box.
That's okay. Suck it. So let's go. So back to resolutions.
Yeah.
I feel like we already covered what do resolutions mean to you,
mm-hmm.
and what's your reason of having it. I feel like we covered that in the first part as well.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask if you have any resolutions last year, or did you have any goals?
Right.
Think back.
I
12 months
think-
is a long time.
It's a long time, and I don't even remember what I ate last night. So I know for a fact that a couple of years ago, I remember just telling myself that I want to be. I remember phrasing it this way as well. Like, I wanted to be more chill. And I know that's very vague, but I knew exactly how I meant it. I think it kind of goes back to what I was saying about me being my own worst critic. I think I wanted to, stop overthinking, which I don't know if I did. I think if anything, I just did it more. I don't know.
So last year you thought you wanted to be chill and you don't want to overthink. But now that we're here,
I haven't I haven't stopped.
it's just more thinking. Even more than ever before.
Yeah, because you know what? I remember thinking 2022 was going to be a year of a lot of things happening, and it really was. And I think that really, I couldn't stop thinking, like I had to think, because that was the first time, well, I graduated from my postgraduates, or I was finishing up my postgraduates, and of course I was like constantly thinking about, okay, what am I going to do afterwards? And then I landed a job, and then like all these decision makings I had to do, So in that sense, and I don't say it in a bad way that I was thinking a lot, but I did do it a lot last year.
She was thinking. She was making plans.
She was making lots of plans. It was a lot, but I'd say overall it was a very fruitful year.
2022.
Yeah, how about you?
Last year I hit my first year working where I work as a nurse. And I feel like now that I'm in this job and in this career, my days kind of just blurred together, honestly, because just 12 on, and then you're off for a day, and then 12 on again. Sometimes you have to cover. So last year just felt like a lot of working and not really
Living
and letting my brain rest and relaxing. So this year as well, Asher and I wanted to go on more trips, and we do have actually quite a few trips planned, including
Hawaii.
a reunion. Oh yeah, Hawaii first. So we're gonna see each other in Hawaii first.
I'm so excited. And then Japan.
Winter 2023.
Literally a year from now, but it is what it is. I'm
Yeah.
so excited. And I think I am going to try to... Well, yeah, I think I am going to try to visit California sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
But we see. Yeah.
We might have non-FaceTime, in-person podcast episode in the near future.
That
And
would be
Leo.
so much fun.
And Leo.
Who still would need to edit, but...
Yeah, but still, she'll most likely be in the episode as well.
Exactly.
But yeah, last year I felt just, when I think about last year, I think about majority of it was spent working. I did get engaged the last quarter of the year, November.
What's the date?
For a wedding.
It was on Thanksgiving, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on Thanksgiving itself.
Yeah, your proposal.
My proposal. And I'm going to go pick up my ring today. It's done resized. So
No way.
yeah, I'm going to go pick it up after.
Wait, show your ring. Do you have it on you right now?
No, this is my decoy ring.
Oh.
Which is a thing, because my real ring, I never want to lose it. So if I'm going to go out and I'm like, dun, on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think you're going to lose your ring? And if that scale is anywhere on there, like if I'm at a 1, I think I'm gonna lose it. I have to go out with my decoy ring. So this is my decoy
Even
ring.
a 0.5 out of 10.
Yeah, have to be really careful.
Yeah, I get it. It's precious.
Precious, yeah. So but yeah, all I can think about last year is that I was working.
I feel that. Well, like COVID in general. I feel like it was all a blur.
Mm-hmm.
And that's partially why I feel like I need to live my life now more than ever, because I've been robbed of 2 years.
2 years.
20s.
I think
Yeah. Everyone. We should be 2 years younger than we actually
Yeah.
are. That's where I'm at right now.
I know.
I am not 24, I'm 22. That was my favorite age as well, 22.
I was 26.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, like I just feel.
Life would be so much easier that way.
I know. I feel it too now more than ever is stop saving stuff for like don't have a date night perfume. Just smell good all the time. All that stuff that
Right.
you've been saving for this day and this day and this day or this situation and that situation, just use it because you never know what's gonna happen next. You're gonna be stuck in house for 2 years. Goddamn, you know?
Seriously. That's why it's like I want to start putting effort into I think
Living.
I am generally into living. Like I in the smallest ways, cuz I'm pretty high maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that proudly. Like I always like to put makeup on even if I'm bored. I do it for myself. I do it because I love spending time on myself, you know? Or I love doing like even just going out for a 10-minute walk, you know, just to see people and see people live their own lives. Those details I really want to focus on as well this year, or more this year. In a way, I'm happy COVID happened because
Made you
it's given me a reality check, of not wasting what I
Yeah.
have.
I think
what
a lot of
could
people
have.
got that.
Yeah, definitely. So that's my resolution for you, I guess.
I think that we should both add that on to not our like I don't want to use the term resolution, but like as our goal for this year is to just live.
Yeah.
Like enjoy your life because you never know when it's gonna take a sour turn. None of
Yeah.
us can tell the future.
100%.
Right?
I do have a question. Do you ever feel like you stop yourself from living though?
Yeah.
Like you are the reason why, not because of, I don't know, your job or
Your situation.
like your situation or anything like that. It's just
Death.
you solely saying, ugh, I don't really feel like it today.
Death. I'm like I need to make better decisions in my day to day. Like I was telling you in the beginning, my resolution of learning to like let's not even use the word love. I feel like that's such a big step for me.
I know what you mean.
It's more of like I have to learn to like myself because for the longest I do not never I avoid looking in the mirror. I'm glad I am this tiny on my phone screen because
But you're so pretty.
thank you, but I need to realize that myself.
I get
And
that.
I think that's why I do my lashes now. And I'm going to
Exactly.
maintain it because I like how it makes me feel. It makes me
Yeah.
like myself, you know?
Yeah.
So it's
I
baby
mean-
steps, but
Yeah, like we prefaced in the very beginning, we're not therapists, but I don't see that as a bad thing. You know, like putting lip gloss on or like literally eyeliner like I have now. It makes me feel pretty. It makes me feel confident, you
Yeah.
know? So why shouldn't I
exactly.
do it or put it on every day or whenever I feel like it, you know? And some days I do feel pretty with minimalistic makeup, you know? And sometimes I'm like, you know what? Today's like I feel
little
like
more
rocking
oomph.
it. Yeah. And the other days I'm like, you know what? Let's do like a thick bold eyeliner. You know? Who cares? As long as you just do whatever
You're
makes you
happy.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what matters, you know? And that's the thing about resolutions too. Sometimes I feel like a little weird. I find it a little weird because it feels like there's an expiration to
The resolution.
how long I could be working on the resolution.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's only reserved for 2023.
For January.
So if I, yeah.
Or like for this month.
Yeah, yeah. So then if I can't even commit to it this month, let's say, then I feel like I've failed. You know, or even literally to the end, like the last day of December 2023, if I don't finish my goal or like make it to my goal by then, I feel like a failure.
Yeah.
So in a way, I do, I feel like there's so much not stigma, what's the word? Like, I feel like I'm more hesitant to making New Year's resolutions because of that, because I'm afraid of failing, essentially. You know?
That's like my whole mindset of like resolutions is because I've never been good at them.
Yeah.
And I feel like I pigeonholed myself into this, but I'm just being honest. That's why I don't term it resolution, because I feel like it's just not going to work out if I term it that way.
Yeah.
So I just call it as a goal. Like, this is
Yeah.
what I want to work on this year.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Well, so do you think we're then saying that calling it a New Year's resolution, or just like the idea of a New Year's resolution, is inefficient or like unworthy, or, you know?
I don't think like that's it. That's the say all end all for it. I think for you and I, yes, it doesn't really work out for us.
No, apparently not.
Yeah, but maybe for other people, because when you think of the new year, it gives you this feeling or this emotion of, this is a brand new start. I have a blank slate. I can do all of these things, right?
Right.
So for some people it may work, but for you and I in our situations, no.
For people like us,
Yeah.
it doesn't really work.
And it's not a bad thing, you know? Our brains function differently. Doesn't mean that we're
as long
bad
as we
people.
figure out our own
Goals.
ways of achieving our goals, then
And it works out.
then it's good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as long as they're realistic.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
How do we
Make them realistic.
make it realistic? Yeah.
I think a lot of goal setting and goal achieving and being realistic is breaking down your big goal.
Right.
And that's how you're going to make it stick, and that's how you're going to achieve it, is by breaking it down.
Like really strategizing and planning how to
Exactly.
get to the point. Right. It's not even, I guess it's not really about the goal itself is unrealistic. It's how
How you're going to get there
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and maintain it, because a lot of goal
Yeah.
setting and goal achieving is the maintenance afterward,
Right.
right? You have to make it as a part of your lifestyle, as a part of who you are now.
That's the hardest part. Changing, I don't want to say changing, but shifting your lifestyle towards the goal is never easy. Like you're basically creating chaos in a way to regulate towards like a new life path that you want to be on. Because it is uncomfortable. Yeah, because it is really uncomfortable to do new things and make sure you do that every single day, you know? Yeah. Because I was going to ask, like, is there such thing as an unrealistic goal? Because I'm starting to think not really, but I guess, like, if you say something stupid, like, yeah, I want to...
World peace?
That is such... It's so sad that that's an unrealistic goal.
I think it just stems from human nature and how different everyone is. Because no two people are the exact same. And that's why you can't... It's just the way how life is, how life works, and how human beings work.
Yeah.
And it would be nice, though. You know? Now I'm saying it would be nice. Oh, take a shot! We did say now I'm saying. Just kidding.
We need like a bottle of tequila. Honestly, one day we have to do it on like a Friday or a Saturday and have a drunk episode.
Oh, we should.
That could be really fun.
Notes.
That could be really, really fun.
That would be fun. But I think realistic. Are there any unrealistic? Depends also on the person, on what their perception is of what they can achieve. So there's that.
I mean, I guess like physically unrealistic goals. Like I want to be as big as The Rock this year. That's no offense to myself or anyone.
I don't think your stature
as like tiny as me.
Mm-hmm.
I will never, I guess stuff like that, obvious shit like that, but
but that's the thing, it's like obvious, it's gonna be obvious. It's
right
unrealistic,
right. But I guess in terms of like mental or like personality development, character development, if you will, nothing is impossible.
No, really not. And I also I feel like I have to grapple with that fact as well, because I don't have a lot of faith in myself, in what I can do in my head. I know it comes across sometimes as something totally different, that I am very capable, but in my own head, I gaslight myself. But yeah.
No, she didn't.
It's sad, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Which is so weird because... No, it's not weird. It's just... I find it strange because sometimes faking that you have confidence is enough,
For you to make it through, right?
Yeah. So then... Like, I mean, now that you're aware of that, how do you combat it? Like, do you actually try to shut down those thoughts and literally fake it till you make it, or?
Yeah, I kind of just, like, I just push through, and I think to myself, hey, if this doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but I tried. And then I combat, I have a lot of times where I have very strong imposter syndrome feelings that I just have to fight through it. It happens at work. I'm in the middle of my damn shift and I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm doing this wrong, blah, 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 blah. And I just have to fight through it because I have people depending on me. I have people to take care of at work. Yeah. And it's not going to work out if I'm sitting in a room crying. So just like, shoulder through. Yeah. And then cry when I get home.
I mean, okay. Honestly, I don't think crying is bad. My dad always told me, like, if you want to cry, just cry. Like, let it out, And that's why I think I'm such a vocal person when it comes to my emotions. But I am similar with, I think, in some ways as you, where not necessarily imposter syndrome, but I just feel like really quickly I'll feel like I'm not capable to a certain extent, or I get scared sometimes that I can't do it, which is...
You like doubt yourself.
Yeah, exactly. There are times where I doubt myself, and I feel like those times happen a lot more when I'm on my period.
Hormones, real thing.
But I'm being dead ass. Like, I really think that
I can't do this.
Being on my period.
Oh. Yeah, no. That makes sense.
Yeah, being on my period, makes me think that way a lot more. I don't know.
No. It's normal. It's how emotions and hormones work together, hand in hand.
Yeah. But then I realized, especially nowadays, that even if it's scary, we all end up okay.
Right? Relatively.
Yeah.
It's not like we're jumping off a building.
No.
It feels like that in our heads and in our emotions. It feels equivalent to, I'm going to jump out of this plane and parachute. But in reality, we're just overthinking.
100%.
Right? You're thinking, a little bit
Yeah.
too much.
I guess another New Year's resolution is, or goal, let's
Goal.
say,
Mhm.
goal is, I think I do this sometimes, but not all the time. I tend to like to not, how do you say, like take things too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really like it when people take themselves too seriously. If you know what I mean. Like, I don't like it when people are too cocky, for example. And I
Yeah.
think they take themselves too seriously. And I want to take the same mindset in some ways with things that I kind of beat myself down in. So that's one. But also, like, finding the balance in that, right? How do I take myself seriously enough to push myself, but also,
Have the grace for myself.
yes, the peace.
The peace, yeah. That is a hard balance to find.
How do you find that, you know?
I think it has something to do with how you view yourself
Mm-hmm.
and the goal that you're trying to achieve. Because at the end of the day, you know your own limits. So you know how far you can push yourself. So that's one half of it, right? Is you know how far you can push yourself, you know how serious you have to be. But the hard part is knowing when or sensing when you're burning out and you need to be a little bit more chill and more relaxed. That's the harder part, is knowing where that threshold is.
Yeah.
And it's being comfortable in yourself and exploring and getting to know your own limitations. I think that's how you get there.
And accepting it as well. Because
Yeah.
I think a lot of the times we do know when our limits are coming, you know?
You're about to
an
hit a
end.
wall. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then we're just so stubborn that we just keep pushing ourselves.
Yeah. it doesn't
Thinking,
work
oh,
out.
no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And then we end up literally hitting the wall and plummeting.
Yep.
low-key.
Hitting rock bottom a little bit.
A little bit.
Brushing the bottom of it.
But we just like, we tend to sweep it under the rug and we're like, everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, and then we're circling back to gaslighting. Just gaslighting.
Yes.
And it's-
That's essentially it. We really have to stop gaslighting ourselves,
Yeah.
making excuses, lying to ourselves, you know?
Exactly. Just accept, like, life is hard, you know? And we're just trying to survive here. Not have to lie to ourselves. I know. It's so icky, like. But I guess that is the essence of life. That is the seasoning that we got. That you kind of have to live with, to work with.
And that's kind of tying back to your goals of loving yourself. I think that heavily ties with that aspect, right? Like you need to, in order to realize those things, you need to respect yourself enough to draw that line.
Yes.
And be like,
To
you know what?
know when to stop.
Exactly. Like you're doing great. Like you're doing enough. Let's just take a break, a breather for now. And take a step back, kind of thing. I think you need to really know yourself, and then in the end respect and love yourself to get to that point.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I guess I have the same goals as you do, because I also don't know how to do that then.
I guess this is what we're going to be working on this year, and through our podcast, realizing that and discovering our boundaries and knowing when to stop. Which is, it's not a bad goal. It's a good goal to have.
I think so. I think a lot of people, another way I've kind of learned to calm myself down is realizing that every single problem I have, most likely someone else has had the same issue.
Exactly.
So I don't know where I was getting to this, actually. I'm literally, my ADHD is kicking in.
You're not by yourself, essentially, in this problem that you have.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like, especially talking about it with you, I feel like we can keep each other in check constantly, and be like, when we do beat ourselves down, we'll just tell each other, like, hey, stop it. Don't do that.
You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great.
Yeah. You're so pretty.
Oh, thanks.
You're gorgeous, inside and outside.
You're capable of being kind.
You're
No.
nice.
You're
Sometimes.
nice.
Only sometimes, though.
No, but I think you're right. We should be able to check each other and be like, hey, snap out of it.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine. Stop overthinking it.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
Yeah, and like kind of going back to what I was saying about being afraid to tell people of my goals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only afraid to tell people that aren't close to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like not my close friends, but anyone outside of that. Basically, I don't really like to say it, but I think that's okay as long as you tell your close friends who are supportive, or close friends or family or etc. They should they should support you through it. They will be there for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just have to find the right crowd as well to be able to get to your goals.
I feel like that's another topic we should touch on later on is
For sure.
finding the right crowd.
That's a good one.
That
Stay
is a good
tuned.
God.
Finding the right crowd. Yeah, let's not get into it too much, but that's a good one.
That's
Because
tough.
I'm still going through it,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Yeah. Lots of goals here, guys.
I know. Lots of things we need to work on, lots of things that we touched on. Are we,
Yeah.
I think we're sensing a wrap up?
I think so too. So
Get
what
away
did
to the
we
spot.
yeah. What did we learn from this talk?
Well, we learned that our goals for this year are going to be pretty similar, if not the
Pretty darn
same.
similar. Yeah. But also, I guess it's not even like goals for this year. It's just goals of our for our life.
For our life, yeah.
You know, until we do get to the point. I don't want to put a deadline to it because then it feels like I'd be doing it for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's more of just we're trying to do a lifestyle turnaround or, you know, correcting a few things that need to be corrected
Right.
in our current lifestyles. And it's not a process I feel that should be rushed. I feel that we should really take the time to work on it so that it sticks. Because I would hate for us to be working towards this and 2-3 years later we're back where we started and we're gonna be like, what the heck was that for
Yeah.
then?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Right.
why we need to keep each other in check and be real about it to each other, but also to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why the whole topic of, you know, sticking to the right crowd is
Yeah.
important to have later on because it really does help. I think
Yeah.
it's like a big chunk of how to get to your,
To your
you
goals.
know, yeah,
Mhm.
to your goals. You need camaraderie. You need friggin' life support sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need people's help because we're not islands that float by ourselves. No, we thrive on being social and having a
And
support
community.
system and
Yeah.
community. Yeah,
Exactly. Damn, that was deep.
that was deep.
I'm happy we talked about this though,
Yeah.
because I feel like I definitely was aware of these topics, but it really just solidified.
like
that-
talking through it.
Yeah, it really solidified that I have these problems, but also, I guess,
Solutions and solutions.
solutions. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Is this it?
this is it.
This is
I
it.
guess.
We did our
That was
first
amazing.
episode.
Yeah. For anyone who's listening out there,
The 12 of you that are listening.
the 12 of you, all of our cousins listening.
Oh, my like 3 coworkers. Cool.
Yeah. My ates and cuyas. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for
And-
listening.
We'll see you in the next
Podcast.
Yes.
Episode.
Yes.
Please, literally though, because now this is legit. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends about us.
Yes, please.
Help us gain some traction.
Yeah, because we talk about real life shit.
Yeah. Help your girls out.
Happy girls out. And if y'all have any questions or any topics you want us to get
Like-
deeper into,
You can leave a comment for now
yes.
down below in our YouTube. We'll
We're
see you
so
guys.
we're so not YouTubers yet.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're getting there.
We're gonna get there.
We're
This is
getting
gonna be
there.
great. This is a journey
Yeah.
that we're all gonna start on, and it's gonna
Yes.
be amazing. Okay.
Yes. Good night and good morning to all of you listeners in LA or Amsterdam or anywhere in the world.
Or anywhere in the world. I don't even know what time it is in the Philippines right now. Forget to like and subscribe.
Peace out.
Peace out.
A-Town. Remember? Know I'm saying?
No, I'm saying. Thanks
Nom
for
saying.
listening to Nom
Thanks
Saying
for listening.
Podcast. Bye. And cut.